Get your official Toshi merch, join my private network, and check out my courses linked in the description and bio. All right, y'all. So we are back with some more bullish Toshi news as always, fam. We finna be talking about a lot in this one. I'm not gonna waste your time. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and we finna get straight into it. So as you can see, some interesting price action has been happening. It looks like we had a nice little top. Now there's a pullback, people taking profits. You know, people been holding for a long time, so people making money right now. Hopefully you all are enjoying yourselves. Hopefully, I mean, oh, we number one. We are number one trending right now. It's crazy. We number one trending on Dex Screener. But yeah, hopefully you all have been taking profits if you're at your take profit levels. What I want to implore you all to do, I'm going over this a little bit more in my private network, but like what you all need to be doing is coming up with your exit strategies and how much you're going to exit, when you're going, when is your take profit levels and things like that. You don't want to just sit here and, oh, it's hit that, let me take everything out. It's like, that's not really how you play this game. I mean, if you want to do that, listen, you can, you do what you do, but the right way to do it properly is to take a little bit of your profits out at certain levels. So take 10% there, 20% there, take another 20% there, maybe let 50% ride for a little bit, take another 20%, boom, like it's like, and then that's basically the way that the game is played. When it hits certain levels, you take it like that. You don't want to just be sitting here waiting and then take out 100% at any level. The same way you're supposed to dollar cost average in. When it goes low, you buy, goes a little bit lower, you buy more and stuff like that. That's the same way you take money out. But that's just a little bit of game. If you all don't know this already, I know there's a lot of people newer to crypto, and some people just buy, and then some people just sell. And it's like, nah, like that. You got to start adopting better habits when it comes down to it. So the reason that I'm talking a little bit more about taking profits is because it's profits to take right now for a lot of people. I know a lot of people who bought at all-time high. You ain't nowhere near, you know. You ain't nowhere near. I'm sorry, man. Like, listen, everybody got to pay their tuition. We all done did it. We all done did some crazy buy-ins where we had to wait forever and hope that it goes back there. I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. In my opinion, I'm very confident we get back to a lot of you all's entry if you bought at all-time high. But hey, you got to be along for the ride a little bit longer, man. Got to be along for the ride. You need them balls of steel. So yeah, that being said, let's jump into a lot of what's going on because it's very bullish. We having a healthy correction right now. Things need to pull back. Nothing just goes up and explodes in a straight line like that without pulling back at all. So this is very healthy. It's very normal. But yeah, let's move on to what's being said here. Now, this is very bullish. This is very, very bullish. So check it out. Brilliant news, Toshi fam. Our number 2 holder just aped 1.16 billion Toshi, taking their stash to 6.63 billion, worth $6.28 million. The face of base is in the race. So they have a $6 million portfolio in Toshi right now. This is our second biggest holder. This is insane. Now, the reason that this is a big deal, and I know a lot of people might not be able to see why this is a huge deal, this was just done. This was just done. Someone just bought a billion more. The fact that a whale is just now buying a billion more Toshi, or a billion more Toshi, putting another $1 million into Toshi right now at these levels, you know, when somebody has that type of money, more than likely that's smart money. Like that's smart money. The reason that they're holding Toshi, smart money. So for him to be doing this at these levels, that lets you know that based on what he's looking at, the information he has, what he's seeing, we're nowhere near a top. Like, you know how a lot of people bought in at these levels and was putting all your money in at these levels? Whales and rich people are not doing that. When you're putting in millions of dollars, you're going to have good research. You're going to have technical analysis on your side, people who know the market and understand the game and things like that. They're doing a lot of research and looking at a lot of different indicators. They're not going to just ape in at a top. That being said, this whale has done his research, he's done his due diligence, and something leads him to believe that this is just the beginning, and buying at these levels, dropping $1 million on Toshi at these levels, it's towards the bottom. He still believes that this is towards the bottom. That is a very, very bullish sign for us. And it, like Listen, and this is the game. This is why I love fundamentals. I love looking at the fundamentals because you can learn a lot. Like, yes, if you're really, really good at technical analysis, you got 10 years in and all this stuff, and you've been going hard with technical analysis, you can see a lot of good information in the charts. But also, people sleep on the power of fundamentals and being able to just use common sense. When you have like, you don't need to know technical analysis if you're tracking the people who's using it to make profit and you can kind of understand what they're doing. A whale who already had 5 million Toshi, he had 5 billion Toshi, him adding on another billion at these levels is just a signal. Like, no whale is about to throw $1 million away by buying a top. So that means his research has led him to believe that he's buying a bottom. And since he's the second biggest Toshi holder in the world, you would assume that my man's he's knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, and he has his reasons for doing what he's doing. So that being said, very bullish signal right here. Very, very bullish signal right here. Also, something else that's huge. So that's what you see on Coinbase top gainers, higher in my opinion. Check this out. So we had somebody pointing out how Toshi is dominating on the top gainers. I actually pointed this out as well. But yeah, Toshi, and then we have another base token right here, another base one. Dogging me as well. Dogging me is on here. Anything else base? Not that I can identify. But yeah, base. Well, notice the thing that you want to look at, and the things that you want to be seeing is how base tokens is always starting to take over their leaderboards. Base tokens are not too far from all the other stuff right now. When something is doing well on Coinbase, Base is usually involved. Base has been killing it and going hard right now. And it is absolutely amazing to see this type of support coming to the Base chain, because what you have to understand is that Base can really be the future, because what is it that every single project, whether it's on Solana, Sui, or anything else, what is it that all of these projects want to solidify them? A Coinbase listing. The fact that Base, we basically get damn near auto Coinbase listings if it's a solid and strong enough project. It's automatic for us. So that's a benefit of being on Base. And then on top of that, if they're going to start marketing and pushing the Base platform more, which we know that they are, that money that they bring in through marketing flows right into us. Coinbase, while you can get listed on Coinbase, Coinbase isn't going out of their way to market Solana or market any of these other brands. They will be going out of their way to market everything on Base. I don't think people are bullish enough whatsoever. When you start putting the pieces together and understand the bigger picture, Base was always a clear winner. It's just a matter of ciphering through everything that's on Base and deciding what you really believe in and why. Toshi has been the clear winner from the beginning. They were the first project here donating to major causes and things like that. Like, Toshi has been here. It's OG, is very well respected, and it's also named after the CEO's cat, which he also named the Coinbase wallet, which means he has an attachment to that name and to that pet. His pet is named Toshi. So of course he has an attachment to that name. He wanted to name the Coinbase wallet Toshi, which he actually did at one point in time, but then he took a more professional route and named it Coinbase wallet. Like, you got to see all these subtle signs and hints that points towards Toshi being in the position that it is always in. So no matter what you want to say about Toshi, it's a reason that if you look at the facts, Toshi is always in this position right here where it's cooking. So yeah, that being said, on to the next here. So we're going to talk about Toshi pulling in $100 million in volume across these 5 exchanges. So let's see. All right, y'all can't see it. I have it cut off on my screen. It's my bad. But yeah, the first one is Bybit, Coinbase Exchange, then Mexi, Gate.io, and then KuCoin. So that being said, can y'all see my mouse? Yeah, okay. So this is Coinbase right here. Coinbase, they're obviously cooking on Coinbase. $60 million volume right here in the last 24 hours. Mexi, $2 million. This one is Bybit, $9 million, almost $10 million. Gate.io is at 20 right now. That's not bad. KuCoin is at 5 million, about 5 million. So for Coinbase volume to really be cooking like this is insane. Now, keep in mind that with this type of volume and this type of traction, and the fact that ever since Toshi's come out, it's really been on the top of leaderboards, and it actually overtook Bitcoin in volume at one point in time. with all of these factors, we can expect some exchanges like Binance. Binance, if they're going to list a base token, I believe that Toshi would probably be on that list. And they also, if you don't know this, I know that there was some type of rivalry between Coinbase and Binance, but Binance actually came out and said that they are now supporting Base tokens. They're now supporting Base. And also Coinbase has recently listed something from Binance as well. I forgot what it was, but Coinbase actually took a step and listed a Binance token. So just saying, man, just saying, you gotta wake up to what's going on right now. We got something interesting right here. Other projects, this is Frock. Frock was the test token that the community made just to see what was going on with things. They actually commented and have been showing love under some of the posts. So let's look at what they have going on. Other projects like Frock, this was another one that came from Coinbase, are starting to use Toshi and actually, you know, they want to align their brands with Toshi, which is a very, very amazing idea, to be honest. Aligning yourself with Toshi, it kind of solidifies you. It means you're doing the right thing. Look at this, making a whole freaking cartoon and things like that. That is fire. We're not going to do the sounds. I don't know if any of those are copyrighted, but let's look at this. Look at this. Toshi, master of masters. So Frock, he's going to try to acquire Toshi as a master. Toshi teaching him some things. Look at Toshi being sensei out here. We got a lot more, and we got a little bit more to go over. We got a little bit more things to go over. Look at Frock training. Frock trying to be the next Toshi for show. I love it. As you can see. Look like Frock is improving. We got the whole little Mulan training sequence going on here. Look at that. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I love the little animation that they're doing. Special thanks, special for Toshi community, produced by Based Frock. So look at this. They showing love to the community. They showing love to the Toshi community. I love it, man. I absolutely love the vibes coming from the space. And it lets you know, like a lot of other projects, like you will do better and you will do well if you're actually mentioning the Toshi project. And that's the place, that's the position that you want to be in. Notice how when we compare what we believe Toshi is going to do, we comparing it to Dogecoin and Shiba. At the point where you become that name that gets mentioned, when other people want to be like you and what you all have going on and what you all are accomplishing, that lets you know that a project is doing things right. No matter what meme coin on Base, what projects meme coins actually want to be like on Base is Toshi. It doesn't matter what anyone else has done, what's artificially inflated with a bunch of influencers and KOLs and stuff like that, pushing it and pumping the price on their own and things like, no matter about any of that. What organically is attracting the attention of all projects is the things that Toshi is doing, because it's something that's repeatable. Every project can do what Toshi do. You work hard enough at it. Every project can't just get together with a bunch of people with 1 million followers and subscribers and stuff like that and start artificially pumping a token. It's not that easy. So yeah, Toshi is that get it from the mud story that everybody can relate to, because everybody can get it from the mud. Also, you just gotta have that dog in you. So dog in me is another one, man. But yeah, this is the greatest chart I've ever seen. Man's pointing out the Toshi chart right here. And last but not least, this is a point that I actually brought up. We gonna end with a post that I made. So I said, when I say look at the big picture, when Toshi got listed on just Coinbase, it overtook Bitcoin in volume. Mudang has both Coinbase and Binance listing, and Toshi still cooking. When Toshi first got listed, nothing was doing it. Nothing was outdoing it. Even when other projects got both listings, it's not enough. Look at this. So Mudang, I actually didn't even know what this was, but now I'm seeing that it's pumping like this because it not only got the Coinbase listing, but it has the Binance listing as well. And guess what? We're still overtaking it on the top gainers list. This has been cooking. I've been seeing this one cooking for days, but in just a couple of days, like a day or two, Toshi is already overpowering this. Toshi has already been on that list, and now Toshi is overtaking it. This is huge. This is an absolute, this is amazing, to be honest. But it's not really surprising. We've seen Toshi overtake Bitcoin. At the point where Toshi does that, you're not surprised when Toshi does anything. And this is why I try to point out this is why I try to point out the importance of actually just looking at the real information, because you can say whatever you want to say. Toshi really overtook Bitcoin. So seeing it overtake something else like this is like, it's not that big of a deal for Toshi. For any other project, seeing a project as hot as Mudang right now, and for some other project to come out of nowhere and blast off above it, that would be shocking. Seeing Toshi do it, Toshi's doing Toshi things. And that's the difference. It's like, there's nothing that Toshi can do that's unexpected. And this is why it's such a solid project. It's almost like one of the easiest calls in the world at this point in time. We have so much evidence to support Toshi being at the top. It's not like every community having to have that fake conviction. It's not really fake conviction. Every community believes in what in their projects and stuff like that, which you should. Every community is fine, but to really compare something to Doge and Shiba, the one project that when you speak about it and make that comparison and it's not delusional, Toshi is it. It has the resume backing up those type of bold claims and bold statements and that bold perspective. And we're seeing a lot of technical analysis coming out from a lot of different people that also says the technicals is actually supporting that it is possible for Toshi as well. So the fundamentals make sense, the technical makes sense, and it's the baby of the CEO of Coinbase. Listen, man, I'm just saying I wouldn't sleep on it. I wouldn't sleep on it too long. So hopefully everybody's bags are packed. It's just my opinions, just my thoughts. But like I said, man, I had a bullish one for y'all. That's pretty much it for this one, though. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, fam.